Jai Gurudev. Let us start with the Guru Vandanam. Akhandamandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darsitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandhasya gnananjanasalakaya chakshurmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. I will continue with the enlightenment, and please know that I speak extempore. I don't make any notes or anything, so just stay with the flow. Either it may be people, it may be places, it may be experiences, whatever it is. So this pain and pleasure become a continuous cycle. Something good happens, you're very happy, then immediately something not so good happens for yourself or anyone you know who are close to you, to whom you are attached, and then there is that pain and suffering. Then there is the unfulfilled desires. So the mind knows that there is something more and something more, and it is seeking, consciously or unconsciously. The mind is always seeking. It is seeking in certain places, it is seeking in certain people, and in certain yatras. Something the mind keeps seeking where it knows, and it knows that it will not be at rest. It will be restless until it knows itself. So when we understand this, then the enlightenment, who is the enlightenment for? What is enlightened really? So this enlightenment is for the mind. It is the mind which is enlightened, and along with it, its companion and its great friend, intellect, the buddhi, is also enlightened. So mano buddhi, these are enlightened. When one is enlightened, then the mind goes beyond its individual identity, the small identity, and experiences its infinity and all pervadingness, and by repeated experience it becomes cosmic. We say Brahma's mind is cosmic. Lord Brahma's mind is a cosmic mind, very expansive, very creative, very intelligent. Once the mind becomes cosmic, then it will not come down to the individual level. It will not. It remains there, and this cosmic mind will go beyond the individual identity, and then this becomes the perfect instrument to do God's seva or Loka Kalyanam, because it moves beyond its personal agenda, limited agenda of being recognized, having limited power, praise, accomplishments, satisfying its individual ego. So these are all the normal agenda of the mind. So when it goes beyond that, then it becomes the perfect instrument for the Loka Kalyanam, to do good to all and to serve all. When it attains this status, then the mind feels fulfilled. It is not chasing any more small desires. It has no interest in small desires. It has absolutely zero interest in small desires, in individual desires. It's very fulfilled, and it feels so connected to everything around it, and it becomes very benevolent to the whole of creation. When one is enlightened, the heart is universal. The heart is universal. A lot of enlightened beings, to begin with, their heart is universal, but now it is fully universal. The individuality, the individual needs in the heart are gone. So you see the universal love, the universal compassion and forgiveness and unconditional love sprout in this enlightened heart. In the path of enlightenment, many powerful cognitions come. That lot of you are every day reading some great truths here and there in the Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, Bharatam, so on and so forth, and you keep listening them and you keep seeing them as posts. But they don't become you. You just read and forget. They don't become you. But when in the process of enlightenment, on the path to enlightenment, a lot of these cognitions become powerful cognitions and they become you, they become part of you. Very strongly, just like a samskara is there, these also become part of you. And so you are that living truth. You are that higher cognition. When the mind rises above this individuality and the petty issues, then it is no longer attached to these things. So it becomes free. And this freedom is phenomenal. It cannot be explained because you have that powerful freedom. One does not feel you're bounded and you're encaged. When this freedom, the mukta, the jivan mukta sets in, then one has no fear. Fear of the other, fear of the world, fear of what is going to tomorrow, fear of the future, and the most important, the fear of death. The enlightened lives and dies so many times before knowing that he is immortal. Every samadhi is a death, and then one coming out of the samadhi is a new beginning. So this process of death and life is so very well experienced by the enlightened that there is no longer fear of death. So this is where you can say one has conquered death. So when there is so much of bliss, when there is no fear of death, and when there is this powerful cognitions, then this is worth living. This is worth having it. What more is there for a human being? I will take some time and talk about my experiences in Tirumala, so that then all of you can understand how the process of this enlightenment came to me, because this could happen to anyone. I know many sannyasis and sadhus have lived in Tirumala, in Gogarbha, and I'm sure many of them had beautiful experiences, but I really don't know their accounts. But I think what I have experienced should be known, so that the Gogarbha place, Maharshi Malayala Swami Tapovan, will be declared as Tapovan for so many people to be enlightened there. And so with this I stop and I will continue. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi.
तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।